the record tostadi.
Yeah, showing.
Nimdralo video.
Yeah, video. Okay. Ready. Okay.
Friends, namaste. It gives me great pleasure to feature a special flute in this series. I have heard about the Chinese flute, and in fact when I used to play many recordings in Bangalore, I had made a flute just like our Hindustani flute. Some of the cheap flutes I had put a hole, and I had made a replica of like a Chinese flute to play in some recordings. In fact, I have used that in many recordings, especially during re-recordings to give a different sound. These Chinese flutes are really, they have a unique sound. So now I'm so happy. Yesterday my student Rangan showed me a Chinese flute which he got it from one of his friends from China. So this is an authentic Chinese flute. So the special feature of this Chinese flute is, see, it has a hole in between the blowing hole and our fingering hole. Generally our Carnatic flute, there is no any holes in between. I'm sure most of the students know this. So there is nothing in between. So to create a special sound, there is a hole in between, almost in the center, between the blowing hole and the fingering hole. There is a hole in between, and then that hole is covered with with a paper. So with the rice paper, in fact, the rice paper vibrates when you blow through this, but still you are able to produce the sound. The air doesn't escape completely, but the rice paper vibrates because of the hole. So that makes an additional sound. You have a little thinner frequency along with the regular bamboo frequency. So you can hear now. So I will play Mohanam. Mohanam is the most popular raga scale which they use in Chinese music. So let me play Raga Mohanam, little maybe a tune which resembles like a Chinese tune. The other feature which they have here is it's not bamboo. I know that it looks like ebony to me, but there's a beautiful handcrafted carving on it. Maybe it's a prayer, it's a Chinese prayer, I'm not sure. So it has a beautiful carving on this, and just like we do threading, they have a nylon thread, and it really holds the flute intact. It's really beautiful, and they have a finish of a different it looks like a granite for me, but it's a different kind of high quality plastic, I think. So, and when I played yesterday, I was really in love with this. So let me play this for you, and this is a beautiful authentic Chinese flute. Chinese flute, the fingering is pretty much like our Hindustani flute or Carnatic flute. In fact, this has 8 holes. So Carnatic flute has 9 holes and Hindustani flute has 6 holes. This Chinese flute has 8 holes. So and then there is an additional hole on the bottom which makes it like a 9-hole flute. Okay, just like a Carnatic flute. So you can play, in fact, using your lap, you can cover these also to produce the lower notes. So let me play a little bit and then closely show you this rice paper thing, and you know why it is vibrating. Because when I first heard the sound, it took me a while to figure out what made the sound like this. So then I experimented and I made one cheap flute. I made a hole in the center and put some rice paper, and it did produce the sound, similar sound like this, but nothing like playing an authentic Chinese flute. So let me play this Raga Mohana for you. So this Shruti is in C. I'm playing in C scale. So Mohana on a Chinese flute. And also I think for various reasons they have a long head here. Usually our Carnatic heads are very small, and in fact South Indian heads are almost so close to the blowing hole. They are pretty much next to it. So here you see it's a long head is there. So sometimes probably the Chinese artists, they like to rest it like this on their shoulder. That's what my friend said. So let me play this, and let me talk a little more about this beautiful flute. Do you hear that other sound? So that this is what it is giving that extra, that that other added frequency. This rice paper is what it is making it. The tone completely changed. It's not like a bamboo flute anymore. This is because of this hole in between. That's what it is making this beautiful sound. So friends, I'm really happy to play this in Philadelphia in my student's house here. And again, I was really happy when I played this flute yesterday. So I thought all of you can enjoy this flute. So, and the next time when you see a Chinese flute, you know why it sounds different. So also now I can cover this and show you how the sound is without this rice paper. Let me cover this. There is a protective cover they have given. In case you want a natural sound, you can just snap it on, and then now the sound will be totally different. Same thing, Mohanam. Maybe it's not. Yeah, it has to be placed properly so that the paper doesn't vibrate inside. So pretty much you have to tighten this, so that way you heard the sound. So there's no, the paper doesn't vibrate. So the sound is different now. Especially in the higher octave, you won't hear that. You still hear that vibration a little bit. Maybe it's not tight enough, but that's what this does. I will do one more. I have another flute too. I'm going to play it outside with better lighting. But friends, this was great showing this flute to all of you students. So thank you so much. See you all in another beautiful location pretty soon. Bye.